morning. I'm Will Schofield, Superintendent of Schools in the Hall County School District, and it is my great blessing to be able to be part of the education for 28,000 boys and girls and serving this incredible community of 240,000 people. Just coming before you today, bringing you some of your FY24 or your upcoming budget information, as well as a little historical perspective about how your school district spends funds, just how fiscally conservative your district is, and at the same time, how forward-looking your district is. Because the greatest thing that we do is, number one, help our families. We support our families in creating young men and young women of character. We also support our families in creating the next generation of citizens. And believe it or not, when students leave us at the age of 17, 18, 19 years old, we try to put them in a position where they can fulfill their dreams and actually make a living for the next 30, 40, 50 years of their lives. There's been a group of citizens. I don't do social media, and I'm thankful that I don't and that I never will. But I understand there's a group of citizens that is making a lot of suggestions that we spend money, quite honestly, like drunken sailors, that we have some sort of fixation on creating a farm. Let me be clear. An agribusiness pathway is one of the priorities of this district. 70% of our GDP in Hall County comes from agribusiness, 50% of the GDP in the state of Georgia. And quite honestly, agricultural giants from across the state are saying we need more young people informed, aware, and interested in the careers of agribusiness. So we believe we have put together, using COVID money, not local money, a world-class agribusiness program. Unlike any other. Be glad to show anybody that's interested some of the characteristics of that. And once again, some of the suggestions that have been made is that we've been spending all of your money on this agribusiness center. First and foremost, we don't believe that students learn how to do things in terms of the real world by reading about it in books. We think they've got to get their hands on it. They've got to experience it. We deserve giving them an opportunity to see if this is something that may be consistent with their God-given gifts and passions and what they want to do with the rest of their lives. And agribusiness is one of only 65 career pathways your students have an opportunity to pursue in the Hall County School District. Yes, we have a world-class agribusiness center and the only protein meat science center at a K-12 facility in the United States of America that was approved yesterday by Georgia's inspectors and veterinarians. They are so excited about this initiative, as we are seeing nationally a need to move protein processing back to the local level. And we're finding out we have no people that have those skills. So we're very proud of that. But let me just tell you some of the other things we've spent significant amounts of funding on over the last few years with COVID money. We have used this money in an extremely different way than most school districts to once again put our 28,000 students in a unique position. We have purchased about $16 million worth of instructional support just for the students that obviously lost a lot of ground during COVID, extending their learning time, getting smaller groups together for literacy, extending learning time in the summer, creating new CTAE high interest pathways. By the way, we also have done a tremendous amount in the health science CTAE fields. One of the things that we know beyond a shadow of a doubt is that there are incredible careers in healthcare science and also in CNC milling, manufacturing. We are a manufacturing bed here in Hall County, and we don't believe you ought to read about manufacturing. We actually have milling machines. In terms of metal fabrication, we've spent hundreds of thousands on welders, metal fabrication equipment. We've put in place an automotive collision center, which will be at our Career Academy this next year. Cyber security. We've put in a diesel mechanic program. And once again, we've done this in creative ways with either federal COVID money or private donations. Once again, giving your students, our boys and girls in this community, opportunities like they're just not available in K-12 school districts in the United States of America. At the same time, I appreciate Superintendent Woods at the State Department of Education, who passed the potential for us to use COVID funding to take care of some of the inflation. He called that continuity of costs, so that again, as electricity costs have skyrocketed, as diesel fuel prices have skyrocketed, as the cost of labor has skyrocketed, we've been able to buffer a lot of that expense to local taxpayers by using COVID funds. And again, as we've said through this entire budget process, which again is never mentioned by your concerned citizens, our Board of Education, based on the fact that we have used those COVID funds wisely, is in a position to do as I have said they would do since March, and that is to lower the millage rate when we get together for our final meeting. So once again, I know that the vast majority of us already know this, but just because you see it or read it on the internet doesn't mean it's true. I want to thank the agribusiness community of Hall County. Overwhelmingly, those individuals have stepped forward. They have supported what we're trying to do with agribusiness education in Hall County schools. And once again, it is a great blessing. I look forward to answering any questions you want to email me about the agribusiness program or any of these other CTAE program, literacy programs that we have in the Hall County School District. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to help you support the most important resource we have in Hall County, and that's our next generation, our boys and girls. Have a great day.